Hi, Sally Dunbar with Lion Real Estate in Fair Oaks, California, and I want to talk to you today about the different types of homes that we're going to be looking at when we go out to try to find you a new home. There's basically three different categories of homes, and you just need to understand the advantages and the disadvantages of each type. You've got regular seller homes, so it's a regular person who owns the house. When we write an offer, we're going to be able to actually get it presented to a real live person, and that person's going to make a decision. If they say yes and you say yes, we are in contract, go to escrow, and you're protected because you've got a contract to buy that house. The second type are foreclosures, and we call those REOs, which stands for real estate owned, which is what the banks call them. It's their real estate owned department, REO department. Those are homes that have been taken back by the bank in a foreclosure process. So now the bank owns them, and who you're negotiating with is the bank. So we like those. Number one, they're usually a pretty good deal. The bank just wants to sell the property. They don't hold on to them going, oh, I think this house is worth more, and they want to sell the property. The other advantage of it is when we write an offer, we're going to get a response within maybe a day or two or maybe a few days, but it's not going to take months. We're going to get an answer fairly quickly, and you can actually get into contract and got a good deal here. The third kind, which can be the most frustrating, but unfortunately they are a growing segment of our market, are short sales. And short sales are when the seller owes more on the property than they can sell it for. So let's say they owe $300,000 on their property. They bought it a few years ago, $300,000, but it's only worth $250,000. So they're short. They're short $50,000. And for them to sell, they either have to come up with that $50,000 or they have to get the bank to agree to a short sale. So in other words, they allow the sale and they will get a short payoff. So that's the third type, short sale. The problem with a short sale, well, the one thing about a short sale is we're going to run into a lot of them because a lot of the listed properties are short sales. But the problem with them is when you write your offer, the only person who can agree to your offer is the seller because he's the one who owns the property. So he'll say, sure, I'll take your offer, subject to the bank or maybe two or three banks, depending on how many loans they have. They have to get those banks to agree. Now there's a whole process to how that works, and I'll save that for another video, but the bottom line is you may not get an answer from the bank for 2 or 3 months or longer. It might take 5 or 6 months to get a response. It's a very, very long time to hang out hoping that you're going to get the property. At the end of it, you may find out that the seller himself did not qualify because he doesn't have enough of a hardship, and the bank is just basically not going to let him off the hook. So there's a lot of unknowns in terms of whether you will be able to buy the house and when you'll be able to buy it. But it can be a pretty darn good deal. You might find that that's the house of your dreams, and if you have the time to kind of wait and see if you're going to get the property, why not? So another advantage, though, of a short sale is that you do have a seller who's living in the property, who knows some history of the property, and he will actually, or she, will actually give us disclosures. We're going to know that their house flooded once and that they had a leak from the upstairs toilet and, whatever. We're going to know some history of the house. Whereas if you think about the bank-owned properties, the foreclosures, yes, you're going to get a good deal, but you're not going to know anything about the property other than what you can see. The bank has probably never been in the property, and they're the owner. Their real estate agent would have been in the property a few times, and they're going to, look around and tell you what they see. I will have been in the property. I will tell you what I see, but if you're my buyer, I'm going to make you do a home inspection, and your home inspector will tell you what they see. My suggestion also is you want to go talk to the neighbors, see what they know, because they're gonna remember that house flooded in '06. So it's kind of a buyer beware type of a situation. So those are your three types: regular seller-owned properties, bank-owned properties, and short sales. And those are the types that we're going to be running into. And as long as your expectations are in check, they're all fine to go after. Okay, so if you want to go take a look at any homes in the Fair Oaks area or anywhere else in Sacramento, give me a call. You can check out homes at sallydunbar.com. You can also learn more at my blog, which is fairoaksandmore.com. fairoaksandmore.com. Okay, see you later.